Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Debbie here. Thank you for joining me today, and we are going to start the next design team collaboration between Tania at Tatty Treasures and Nanine at Collage Type for July, and the kits are called Vintage Botanical, and it's huge. It is huge. What I've got in front of me is a tiny selection. There are over 160 pages in this kit. Some of it is in Tatty Treasures shop and the rest is in Collage Type shop. There are banners, pockets, strips, circles, labels, you name it, tags, journal cards. There are vintage botanical plates, that's these ones here, and then there are the vintage journal pages, and they're in both landscape and portrait. So if you wanted to do folio, altered file folder, altered book, then you've got the height in them in the portrait style. If you wanted to do a normal journal, then you've obviously got the landscape ones. But as I say, it's a huge kit. This is just a tiny selection I've got here because I'm putting together a signature today. Just to see how it's going to be and whether I'll need some more. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to do a 1 signature journal, 2 signature journal. I mean, you could do multiple projects with this kit. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I've taken one of the book plates, this one here, which I love, with this buttercup and these, oh, it's just gorgeous. And I've taken 2 of the vintage journal pages, and these are lovely. You've got lines on here, you've got a muted pattern in the background, and then you've got those beautiful vintage botanicals, and you've got descriptions here on the bottom. This one here again could be a writing space, and then in the background it's got the script and this beautiful sort of vintage look on the edges. Also in the kit, which I love, are these sort of architectural type papers where you've got the arched windows, arched doors, so you could sort of, I don't know, imagine that you were looking through one of these onto your garden. I've printed these out onto tea-dyed paper because I wanted to keep that muted look. I thought it would be too stark on white paper. So these are printed on tea-dyed paper. So there's this one I've picked here, and it's got the very muted arched window. It's got a little key in the background here. I don't know if it's picking up. And then again, there's a little like floral pattern in the background of it. And then I've picked this one too, which has 3 of the arched windows, some pattern, some script, and these lovely sort of swirls in the background as well. So I've picked those 5 pages which I'm going to put in. They will be in 1 signature, and I've also got some very old book page here. This is from an old exercise book. This one here, like a laser spiral bound book. I'm getting very low. I'll be sorry to see this one finished, but yes, I will use every scrap of it, even the cover. It's good chipboard on the cover, or cardstock rather, on the cupboard. Oh, on the cover. I don't know where my words have gone today. So I've used a couple of pages of that. I've got some plain tea-dyed papers as well. I've got some, these are digitals of my ledger papers. These are 1898, but these are just digitals of them. Pop them onto cream coloured paper. So I've got a couple of those, and I had a couple of these lying around for ages. These are something I got in Happy Mail, and they're just book pages, but they're like from 1811, saw Britain and most of the continent of Europe engaged Revolutionary France, Napoleon Bonaparte, William Makepeace Thackeray, 1857. So yeah, I just thought, well, they're, you know, they're vintage, they're from the vintage age, so I'm just gonna add them in as well. So they'll go in with these. I've also got a tea-dyed envelope that I've made. I'm going to pop that in somewhere, and I have a tea-dyed repair tag which I've just popped a hinge onto, and I'll use that as a flip out somewhere on the signature. And I've got a couple of tea-dyed CD envelopes if I want to maybe pop one or two of those in, but I'm just going to put the signature together today. I've already taken the white borders off on these, so I think I would like to have this one as my front page of the signature. So I'm just going to fold that. Just done it on some cream colour paper, and we can either stencil or decorate or something the back page, the back of the page. See, I told you, I'm losing my words today. So there's one. Let's fold these ones ready as well. Beautiful writing space on this one. I've got one of the book plate ones. I do apologise if you hear any noise from upstairs because my little grandson is off school today. The school has a trip on and there was not enough teachers to amalgamate one of their classes, so they're off today. So that is the sort of vintage muted arch windows. And this one. So obviously these all need trimmed, and I might do some sewing as well. But what did I pick? Oh yeah, this one here. This is going to be my front. And I think I'll have one of these exercise pages in here, and one of the vintage archways, and one of these book pages. See, they will need adjusted. Tea-dyed paper. I've already put one in. Did I? No, not yet. So we'll have tea-dyed page. I think actually I'll pop this one in first, and then the tea-dyed page. And shall we have this other? No, because then we've got two plainish. So let's put this other vintage book page in, and then this one, and we might even have this one. If I turn it that way, have that as the middle of the signature. We could do. Let's put another exercise page in there. I might end up printing off some more of the patterned papers. Look at this, look at this. There, and then got another. I need to pop our ledger paper in somewhere. So pop that one in there, and we'll have one near the front too. So put that one in there. And we've got that one, we've got our exercise, yep. And this one in the middle. So let's see, how many pages does that give us? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we'll have 13 pages. We'll have our tip in. We will have our envelopes. So they'll all go in as well. Let's just put them in there. Let's see how we're doing. We can maybe fit some more pattern papers in. So I'm going to go ahead and print out some more of the pattern papers, and I'm going to ink around some of these, and then we just need to cut them down to size. Well, I'll cut them first and then I'll ink them, obviously. So let's take those out for now. Yeah, I quite like that. I need a pattern piece there. So yeah, let's get some more of these vintage botanical pages. I'll be back in 1 minute. Right, I'm back. I've added a couple more printed pages. This one here, beautiful, beautiful colour lily with some writing space on the back. And the other one we added in here somewhere. There we go. So we have, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, writing space on the back and these beautiful vintage flowers on the front. And I've gone ahead and I've cut all the pages down to fit into the front cover that I picked from a signature, and that is 5.5 by 8. So each one has just come down a little tiny bit more so that they all sit in there nicely. I've gone ahead and I've picked out some stencils here that I want to pop on some of these plainer pages. So I'm going to start here, and I think we'll start with the flowers. I'm just going to use my vintage photo, and some will be light, some will be dark, and that's fine. Just like that. Yeah, I like that, that's lovely. A little bit down here. Yeah. I love this stencil. I've had it for years. Just love it. There we go. And then I will just ink around the edge as well. And obviously once I've got pockets and things out, you know, then they will go on these plainer pages too, and we'll decorate them all up. I just wanted to get started on the signature first and make up my mind whether I was going to do 1 or 2. I think we're all right with the pages we've got. So we had 13, so we've now got 15, which gives us 30. I'm no good at that. 60 pages front and back. Don't think it needs any ink this side, but we'll just give it a little bit. I hate trying to work that bit out, I always get it wrong. Right, I like that, that's nice. Let's pop that back. And that's okay, that's tea dyed. That's our vintage book page. I might do some on the ledger page. I might do some coffee splatters on this one. Why not? Spilt my coffee on it while I was filling in the ledger. There we go. Yep, that's nice. Oh, I'm going to ink around that one too. Just a little bit. I know it's not very exciting watching somebody ink, but it's a job that's got to be done. I will do the rest off camera though, so you don't have to put up with watching that. There we go, and we'll pop that one back in. And then we have this one here, which is one of the vintage pages from the kit. And let's have some ferns. Now, the colours in the kit, we could maybe get away with a little bit of this velvet. Let's see. Need another brush. Oh. There we go. Let's try a little bit of this. See how we get on. This is Victorian velvet. Very, very, very lightly. Little one here. Oh, that's pretty. And I have also got, I've got to wait to watch, I don't knock this camera. Excuse me, I'm leaning over. I've also got some rustic wilderness. Let's have a look at that. Need a piece of paper just to clean this off on. Oh, I don't want it to. Oh no, that's nice. I thought maybe it would be a bit too dark, but it's not. It's nice. Yeah, I like that. There's a little one here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's lovely. So pop that one back in. Does it go there? No, because we already have one there, don't we? Overdone. Overdone. Where did it come from? Let's pop it in here. I hope I haven't got them out of order now because I've cut them all to fit, but I know that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to carry on doing that. I'm going to go through the pages, ink up what needs to be inked, do some stenciling on some of the plain pages, and then when we come back next week I will have the ephemera all cut out ready, and we'll do some pockets, and we'll do some tags, and we'll do a little bit of decorating on the pages. So there we go, there's my start for the Vintage Botanical Design Team collaboration for Tania at Thankyou Treasures and Nanine at College Type. Now there's a few of us ladies doing it as usual, so I'll put all the links that you need down below, and the links to the kits for Nanine and Tania. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.